Tuja. I'm going down. It's been 5 minutes. I'm going right now. I'm going right now. Done. Done.
There are 10,000 high school teams in America playing the oldest and fastest growing sport in the lacrosse, a game invented to replace war, a game known as Little War in the Mohawk language, inspiring the movie's title, Sport of War. Finally, a film has been made not only about this remarkable sport of poetic finesse and paradoxical, fierce violence. This documentary, directed by T. Patrick Murray, the award-winning director of The Last Game from ESPN, Murray chose to personify this pastime of passion and historical pacifism by profiling the #1 ranked high school team in America. The film follows them for their incredible 2011 season, where they sought their first national championship. Coached by John Nostrand, the recently honored Coach of the Year, and his able assistants, the Fords from the Haverford School in Philadelphia are a team not simply deep with athletic talent, but unique in the breadth of ethnic and economic diversity, the brotherhood bond of friendship within the team that is blind to athletic ability. What appeared to be a sport for white trust fund brats has been shattered as a stereotype, as lacrosse, or lax, is proven to be not just the sport of the past, but inevitably the most popular sport of the future. And the story of the 2011 season of the Haverford School, who must play the toughest and win 23 straight games to retain the coveted #1 spot on the ESPN ranking system. Well, some stories, like this one-in-a-million tale of what Nostrand's players achieved, must simply be seen to believed. Watch the trailers at thelaxmovie.com and look for Sport of War in the spring of 2012 by Independent Film Studios and T. Patrick. Story of the #1 lacrosse team in America.
I think I love lacrosse, probably because it's a mixture of the sports. I love hockey, I love basketball, I love football. And when you mix them all together, I get lacrosse. You get like the contact of hockey. You also get some contact that's similar to football, but not usually.
So, like kids stepped up, like Carl said, Brent stepped up.
And Haverford gets it going, first quarter action. This is Sam Rohr, the little left-handed midfielder. Splits the D, comes in shot, and it squeaks its way in. Sammy Rohr.
Assisted.
Haverford again in their commemorative blue jerseys. Inside shot.
Wall to Henry.
And Henry Blue. They is winning face-offs.
This is a demonstration
Hupfeld's gonna have
of
his
flip
way.
format.
My goodness, Hup! My goodness! And for now, good time to dodge.
Like the defense stepped up, gave us a lot of possession at the end, and
this is Sam Rohr, the little left-handed midfielder. Splits the D, comes in shot, and it squeaks its way in. Sammy Rohr.
Assisted.
Haverford again in their commemorative blue jersey. And shot, goal.
Carl Walrath to Henry.
And Henry Blind. My goodness, Hup! My goodness! Hupfeld in the left side. Inside shot and a goal. Holds her nose because here goes the cold water. Joe McCallion with a face-off win. Breaker. A goal. Joe McCallion. Walter Brent Tomlinson shot feeds it inside, and Gavin McBride.
Gavin McBride stepped up because it was me, him, and Reg. And because Gavin played like a good amount, but he didn't have that. His role increased when Carl got.
Okay.
So I think that was a big time.
Ball movement. I love the beauty of the game of a backdoor cut, like a give and go. That's just great to watch.
Everyone plays different, throws different. Everyone has their own playing style, what they're good at. And, I really like that.
You guys accomplished something nobody has ever done, certainly at Haverford, and we were 23-0 and the best team in my mind, probably the best lacrosse team ever to play the game since they started doing all this stuff. No one will ever be able to take away what we did as a school, as a team.
I love the ball movement. I love the beauty of the game of a backdoor cut or a give and go. That's just great to watch.
Everyone plays so different. Throws different. Everyone catches different. Everyone has their own playing style, what they're good at. I really like that.
You look at the guys on the sideline, you look at the guys on the field, you look at your coach, you're like, we got this. We've been put in position of adversity before.
I just remember going down the bus, just sitting next to Warner, and just thinking about the game, all the hype going into the game, us being #1, all the magazines and stuff, and then having to go out there and prove it for the first time, just as a team, was huge, and off, everybody was real nervous, and we had turnovers and stuff, but that was that was gonna come, but we never really panicked, and at halftime we were down, but St. Paul's definitely one of the best played this year. They're probably one of the best teams we faced offensively.
You sure it doesn't always matter within the size of the next people? I think some great pieces
I think they because they might have lost some games in the MIA, but definitely one of the top teams we played.
And there's just a third variation of my work card with my some other number on the back in pencil rule that you use this one alone.
9 seconds to go in the
Everything here was used to keep them safe. Who did this? Who did you left with a BB gun, Sean? I did.
But we're
They said they wanted to be able to defend themselves.
And that's it. St. Paul scores. St. Paul's makes it 9 seconds left. 12 seconds to go in the game. St. Paul scores. St. Paul's makes it 10-9.
And I don't know, just with our team, just found a way.
But we're down to 3 seconds. And that's it. The #1 team in the country. St. Paul's 10-9. Great game here at St. Paul.
After we played, we kind of had a little, not like an easy game. It was a little bit, you know, not as good as St. Paul, so it made it a little easier for us to just kind of get our pretty big game. And then we went back down to Baltimore to play McDonald's. The last time we went down to McDonald's was our sophomore year. We kind of got worked. We were like winning 1-0 at halftime. We ended up losing like 9-1, and our coaches were furious. So that was a rough thing. Down there, that same place was a little bit tough, but it's kind of a similar thing to St. Paul's. We came out a little bit slow. And then we ended up being down at halftime, which was kind of a theme that we saw a lot throughout the year. And then we kind of rallied in the third quarter, which was kind of our thing with a lot of.
This is a demonstration of flip-format. This is a demonstration of flip-format. This is a demonstration. This demonstration of flip-format. This is a demonstration of flip-format.
And then we just kind of closed it out and ended up winning by, I think, 2 goals. It was 12-10, I think, was the final. So.
Haverford gets another one.
Probably the best lacrosse team ever to play the game since they started doing all this stuff.
Talking to each other about like what we could do senior if we and like to actually do it's awesome. Like it's like so ridiculous.
Played hard. We made plays.
Haverford gets another one.
We did what we did.
Like 58 seconds left, they had the ball. It just didn't seem right. Like, you know, like this isn't supposed to happen. Like I can't even believe it. Like, yeah, I seriously, it was like, you know, I just couldn't believe what was happening. And you know, Carl came up big, had a nice goal, and it was just another face-off. And
that was probably the first time all year, besides maybe the end of St. Joe's Prep. We had a chance of losing. Being down at halftime times, like on the sideline, you look at the guys on the field, you look at like we got this. Like, you know, we've been put in position of adversity before, and this is not like abnormal, but not to that extent. Like that, the way that game was played was so different than any other game that we've been down, because we were down until 32 seconds left, and then when we tied it up, we played the whole game. I feel like we talk about this a lot, like all year, afraid to make mistakes, kind of like afraid to lose, and that's we got away from that a little bit in the beginning, and then I felt like even in Lawrenceville a little bit, I felt like talking for myself, like trying to like prevent myself from making mistakes, 'cause, like to screw up something that's so great, that is so great, it just would have been, you know, a little. I mean, I guess we played it differently, and that was the first time I thought that we could have actually lost a game all year.
there's a part of the face-off, which is the draw, and then, you know, there's a which it's scored. He got it, put it behind him, and you know, I was just like, you know, like I'm getting the ball, like, and you know, I thought he got it first, but I went to check his stick, so the ball came out. That away, and you know, I just wanted. I mean, if anyone else was in my position, they would have done the same thing, you know.
We had one guy stand out the side of the huddle. I'll remember this forever. And it was Carl. He's like, just don't panic.
Every time we would get on offense, you know, we just couldn't get a goal. And I remember looking down, because I was attacked, so I had to sit, you know, at the midfield line. And I could see the clock, you know, I'd look up and there's 10 minutes. Defense still playing, you know, they make a save. And I'm like, okay, you know, we still got time. You know, we don't score. Then it was like 8 minutes left. You know, we didn't. Still got time. All the way down to, you know, it's like about like 2 or 3 minutes left. And then we get the ball back, and then I still thought we had time. And then the only time I felt panic, which was like Warner said, besides for St. Every time, this is probably the first time all year I actually felt like a little panicked and a little nervous that, you know, this one might slip away.
Just hey, everyone, don't worry about anything. And in his own mind, I've been telling him for years. I'm like, dude, why don't you just play so hard that when you walk off the field, everyone's like, God.
You know, I remember them throwing a pass, and I saw Gorn there, and, you know, I just ran. You know, we ended up jumping that kid and getting the ball back.
And he did it a lot, but he really did it that night. And in his own, don't panic, don't panic.
I remember them throwing, and I saw Gorn there, and just ran up, and, you know, we ended up jumping that kid and getting the ball back. And like I said, after that, wanted to go into with like a, we still have time. Once we got the ball back, I felt like a relief. That little 10-second period there is probably like for me, because that's all,
Really, is like, get the fuck out of my way and give me the ball.
We got time, and like I knew, because it would have been bad to panic. So, like with 58 seconds left, got time, you can get a good shot at it, and there's like someone going to the goal right away. We worked it around, and like we used all the time we could, and it worked out. So.
And he scored 2 goals within 40 seconds, and it was awesome. So the leadership this year was unbelievable. You guys have the world in front of you, the young guys.
Oh, you can like.
Older guys, get it done. Don't forget your base. Don't forget what Coach Lovey and Coach Petrone, Coach O'Grady taught you, because the bottom line is, if you work hard, and no one will ever be able to take that away from you. And my wife, she said to me all summer, it's over when I say it's over. And that cup right there, I'm going to say that this thing is the culmination, and I'm not in very good shape, of a lot of hard work.
This is a demonstration of flip format. This is a demonstration of flip format.
This is Sam Rohr, the little left-handed midfielder. Split, he comes in shot, and it squeaks its way inside.
I love the ball movement. I love like the beauty of the game of like a backdoor cut or like a give and go. That's just like great to watch.
Everyone plays so different. Throws different. Everyone catches different. Everyone has their own playing style, like what they're good at. Like I really like that.
This is a demonstration of flip format. This is a demonstration of flip format. This is a demonstration of flip format.
God bless you guys. Thank you very much. You know, I don't know how you guys did it. I don't know how you got through Wilson Hall, how you got through Garnet Valley and whenever that was, the Bailey brothers and Matt Walters. Okay.
I know like the history, so like actually stepping in freshman with everyone else, like you really become one of like those players that you look up to. And I think we experienced that after the game. Like we knew we accomplished that. Like when little kids came up to us like asking for autographs, and like that was awesome. We really wanted to be like what the kids about. Like I remember when I was growing up, like I used to watch like John Hawley, Kyle Warren, like Peter Cannon, Foster Gilbert, like all those guys. Like it was just like awesome. Like finally. Like once we actually that as well.
After we won this, after we were named national champions, you know, I really feel like we earned our spot.
Because when push came to the right way,
I really feel like, you know, we, not that we wouldn't have been a part of like, you know, the great Haverford lacrosse tradition, but that really like capped it all. I was like, I mean, all of us, you know, once we did that, you know, that made us part of the greats that played at Haverford.